All right, let's get into this David thing because, dude, 10 years later, bro, they finally named him as a suspect, dude. 10 years later, man. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about the whole David and Celeste case. Celeste Rivas was found in David's car in Tesla, in the trunk of a Tesla. And after everything, bro, he wasn't named a suspect. He was not working, but he was, answering questions. And yeah, they just like, you know what? I think he's good. But finally, 2 months later, he's named a suspect. And they think several people might have helped him. So let's see.
The body of a teenage girl found in a Tesla registered to singer David. We told you yesterday he's now being considered a suspect in her death. ABC's Alex Stone has been following the story and joins us now with the latest details. This story just keeps getting stranger.
It does. And this has been going on now for weeks. And for a while, we weren't hearing from police in this. And now we are. 2 months since Celeste Rivas's body was found in the trunk of that Tesla. And today, sources are telling us that David is among suspects who they're looking at and that nobody has been excluded. While the medical examiner has not yet determined a cause of her death, the body was dismembered, we now know. And based on what they have learned in the case, they believe that David...
Wait, after he started changing names to his stuff, I was like, for sure he's good. Yeah, dude, if you're changing property, if you're changing cars to other people's names and shit like that, yeah, you're for sure a suspect, dude. Because you know what's bound to happen. You know what's going to happen. Bro, I didn't know he was changing all that, dude.
Did play a role in her death and got help from others in trying to dispose of her body in this Tesla that you're seeing here in the tow yard. One source saying they're focusing in on certain individuals, and those individuals are concerned now that they know that the LAPD is focusing in on them. David is not cooperating, we're told, has not cooperated from the beginning, but guys, we're told investigators have a lot of work left to do. There is no hurry. They say that they're being methodical in this, but they've got a lot of work left to do.
All right, so if David is a suspect right now, can police arrest him, and do they know what the motive might be?
He is a suspect in the eyes of investigators at this point, but not officially under the law, because they don't have the probable cause to make the arrest just yet. What they really need is that cause of death from the medical examiner, and they don't have that. The condition of the body was so badly deteriorated, this is taking some time. But I was told by an investigator this morning they expect to get that pretty quickly, and then things are going to get moving very quickly.
Okay, so any idea on that timeline quickly? I mean, did they give you any idea if they're narrowing in on these suspects but still waiting on the medical examiner? What does that possibly
Told it won't
look
be
like?
immediate, but we may be coming toward an end to this within the next days to weeks, sometime relatively soon. And it really does come back to waiting for.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard he had a whole team help him dismember the body or something like that and put her in the trunk, which is really fucking sad, dude. So hopefully, if they do end up arresting him, he does talk and, rat the other people out, because that's obviously not okay. But yeah, man, if that rumor is true, dude, to have a whole ass team help you, that's fucking crazy, man. You have to have help for this to have gone this long before finding her. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Someone moved that car for him.
For the cause of death. But told not immediate, but they feel like they're going in the right direction.
And again, your sources have told you that the body was dismembered, and that involved more than one person. And is that the reason that there are several suspects here?
Yeah, so they're trying to narrow down what were the roles in this. And then there's the question, was it murder, or could it have been something like an overdose, and then this was improperly disposing of the body afterwards, where they freaked out, and then they didn't know what to do with it. They've got to figure that out, a lot of that. Well,
damn, if she did OD, bro, why do that? Fuck, I just made it worse for your soul, bro. You think they probably would have still got jail time. That's why they did. But anyways, they're getting more time if they get convicted for this.
Be what was in her body, what does the medical examiner decide? But the belief is that there were multiple people involved in this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Certainly.
Alex Stone.
You got it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Stay with Eyewitness News for all the latest developments in this case. We'll keep you updated here on ABC 7.
Damn, dude. Could purposely OD her. Probably. You're right. Then the car was left at the location on Bluebird Street or whatever. Same day he left for tour. They can't even pretend it was stolen or touched while he was gone. How whole team telling you what? How whole shaking my hand, poor girl. Hold on, there's another report from TMZ though. Cause you know they gotta be the first ones out.
Hey everybody.
They gotta be the first one breaking the news to everybody.
We just broke a big story, a huge story really, on the website in the David investigation, in the investigation into Celeste Rivas' death. I know everyone has been waiting to hear something about this. It has been 2 months since Celeste's decomposing body was found in David's Tesla. And now we know, if you for 1 second thought that the police had forgotten about this and this case was not going to be solved, we now know that the police have been working diligently on this case. And here's what we have found out from our law enforcement sources. David is viewed as a suspect in this case. That may seem obvious, but remember, they have not publicly said anything like that. They have not even said publicly that he is a person of interest. We've spoken to several well-placed sources in law enforcement, and they say that in the investigation, they are viewing him as a suspect. Another thing is they're viewing this as a homicide. We told you more than a month ago that the key thing here is police were waiting to get the medical examiner report back, and they wanted to find out the manner and cause of death. They wanted that from the medical examiner because the reality is at this point, yes.
It just baffled me that the police took this long when there was already a lot of fucking proof on the internet. Obviously, I know they have to do their job to make sure it's actual evidence. But bro, there was people making fucking good ass videos on TikTok. Good ass videos in like, fuck, 2 months. I mean, it probably took them that long to see if these were facts, but yeah, dude. I don't know why I'm getting the feeling that he's probably gonna off himself if they do end up, trying to get him, arrest him. I feel like that's gonna happen.
They know that her body was decomposing, that it was chopped up, but they don't know how she died.
Yeah, and we still haven't heard anything about her family, dude. That whole thing too with her family is sus, man. It's sus for sure, dude. I don't know why they're not demanding answers. At least that we're not seeing it, but yeah. I don't know. That is sus, dude. He might have paid him, man. Sadly. That's what I'm thinking now, dude, after last time we talked about it. I feel like allegedly, in my opinion, he might have paid the parents.
And they were waiting for those results. We are told they still do not have toxicology results from the medical examiner's office. However, what investigators do know so far is leading them to treat this as a homicide. They're still waiting for the medical examiner report to back that up, but they are viewing David as a suspect and viewing this as a homicide. So there's something else here that's two more things we got to tell you about. And one of them has to do with the fact that there could be other arrests here. David may not be the only person that they end up arresting in this case. So we'll tell you why in just a moment.
Oh, shit. Okay, let me just go to YouTube. They said, go to part 2. All right, thank you. I could never burn no amount of money. I would go to and back my son the fuck. Yeah. I don't know. Something about the parents, bro. I know Henry said they got paid off. Remember, it wasn't official. It was just assumptions people were making or opinions people had. And yeah, I know we saw some really good quote unquote proof. But yeah, it's not for sure yet that they got paid off. It's just an opinion, just a feeling I personally have. Because this is honestly messed up, dude.
El pollo is loco.